students, welcome back to your social studies classes. In previous class, I have explained to you about the globe. That globe is indicating our earth, and our earth is also divided in certain parts. What are the parts we will see in this globe? First part we will see the axis part. That axis part is that the imaginary line which goes inside the earth, and that is rotating. The earth is rotating in that axis line. This is called the axis point. Now we will see the second point, pole. What are the poles? This one up part and this down part is the pole. North pole and this is south pole. Now third point is equator. What is the equator? Equator is an imaginary line between the earth. Now we will see in a globe. This is a equator line. That's why it is called the equator, because it is divided in the two parts. Now we will see the fourth point, that is called the hemisphere. What is a hemisphere? When the hemisphere is the two parts of the earth. This up part is called the northern hemisphere, down part is called the southern hemisphere. Yes, I hope you have understood the topics in a globe. Now we will come back to the board. You can see here the beautiful picture of earth, and here you can see the definition of axis, pole, equator and hemisphere. Now we will see the first point, axis. What does the axis means? Axis means it is a certain point, fixed point. In a vehicle or in a bicycle, when you are riding a bicycle, you can see or you can feel that your wheel is moving in a particular point or a particular direction. How it is moving? Because your vehicle or your cycle wheel is fixed in the middle, and that is connected with the strings. And this point is not moving here, but it is a fixed in a one point. That is axis point of the wheel. So, and that wheel is moving this way. Circle, it is moving when you are paddling. As the same also we will see in earth. Earth is also needed a one axis point and to rotate in its axis. Now this point is called a north, and here point is a south point. Now this north point is here the one axis point in the north, and one axis point in here it is in the south. Now what is the axis? We will see the definition. The imaginary line passing across the earth from north to south. What is the axis line for the earth? From the north. This is the north here. From here one imaginary line will passes towards the south, and here it is the south. This imaginary line, with the help of this imaginary axis, earth is rotating in its axis. Now this is the north and this is the south. This is called the axis, and this is axis line. Now you see the second point, pole. The two ending point on the axis of rotations is the first one is the north pole and the south pole. Now we will see here, this from here to here, it is a north pole, and it is divided, and it is in a 90 degree. Now we will see the south pole, it is a down. This part is a south pole. This is also a 90 degree. Now we will come to the third point, equator. What is the equator? Before coming to the equator, I would like to tell you that only the ending point and this ending point is a North Pole South Pole. Not here, not here, not here, not here. So we remember that ending point of the North Pole is always in the top of the Earth, and South Pole is always the top point of the South. Now we'll come to the equator. An imaginary line passes across the center of the Earth. Means this is an imaginary line of the equator. It is dividing the Earth into two parts. It is called the equator, and this equator is always in a 0 degree. Now we will come to the fourth point, hemisphere. Half of the Earth is called a hemisphere. Means this half of the Earth and this half of the Earth is called a hemisphere. Now this half of the part of the hemisphere is called northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere, and it is from the 0 degree to till here, and we will see the southern part is here, southern hemisphere. It is from the down of the Earth from the equator to 0 degree to down here. It is called the southern hemisphere. This is called the southern hemisphere, and this is called the northern hemisphere. I hope you have understood this topic, the division of the Earth, how the Earth is divided. So your homework is you have to make a figure of the globe as I have explained you. You have to write their points. Where is the northern hemisphere, where is the southern hemisphere, and then where is the North Pole, South Pole. How many degree of the axis line is passing. Then after that you have to write the equator line, and you have to write the equator, how many degree equator is moving. It is a 0 degree. So thank you and have a nice day.